Hello all my fellow small business owners. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 new small business grants that you can apply for in January 2025. Hello everyone, if you're new here, my name is Mariah. I am the owner of Grandiose Grant Services, where we cater to all of your business needs, which includes helping you grow your business and secure grant funding to improve your business. Now, if you're interested in working with me, such as applying for grants or just me helping with your business in general, make sure you go ahead and schedule with me through my website. I'll put it right here. This first grant opportunity is going to be the Veteran Housing Grant. The reward amount for this grant is between $100,000 to $500,000. This is going to be open to nonprofits, and the deadline for this grant is March 21st, 2025. Alright, to get to this grant, you're going to go to corporate.homedepot.com/page veteran housing grant. Once we're here, it says the Foundation Veteran Housing Grants Program awards grants to nonprofit organizations for the new construction or rehabilitation of permanent support housing for veterans. Awards typically range from $100,000 to $500,000. What organizations qualify for this program? 501c3 nonprofit organizations that have maintained good standing with the IRS for at least 5 years. Organizations with a current operating budget of at least $300,000 and audited financial statements from the past 3 years. Organizations with previous experience developing veteran housing and that currently manage or own veteran specific housing. Organizations with a 15+ year ownership stake in the development. Which population do eligible projects serve? So these are going to be the specific cities. What are the eligibility requirements for the program? THDF supports new construction or rehabilitation for multifamily, permanent supportive housing for veterans. Only physical constructions of housing for veterans, hard costs is covered. THDF does not provide funding for furnishing, rental subsidies, tenant services, etc. THDF's grant funding must be comprised of less than 50% of the total development costs of the project program. The target population of honorably discharged veterans must be at or below 80% AMI. 75% of the development program's funding sources must be identified at the time of proposal submissions. Commence within 12 months of proposal submission. At least 20% of the housing units must be reserved for veterans. Proposals must provide evidence of a third-party binding agreement that ensures the units are occupied by veterans for a minimum of 15 years. Supportive services must be provided. How do you submit a project proposal? Read through these instructions as our grant platform has changed. So you'll click here to access the grant platform. When will I know if my project is approved? So it takes about 45 days. If approved, the next step, a THDF staff member will provide the link to the full application. If your organization passes third-party review, THDF boards of directors will complete a final review. Proposals are accepted year-round. These are the dates. Alright, so we're going to click here. And like they said, you'll have to create an account or register to be able to submit a proposal. This next grant is going to be the NASDAQ Foundation Equity Entrepreneur Grant. The reward amount for this grant is $75,000. This is going to be open to diverse entrepreneurs. The deadline for this grant is January 31st, 2025. Alright, to get to this grant, you're going to go to nasdaq.com/NASDAQ Foundation/grant program. Once we're here, it says diversifying entrepreneurship and empowering investors, making markets more open, accessible, and fair. Empower organizations with equip under-resourced communities with the financial knowledge and confidence they need to share in the wealth that markets can create. Support entrepreneurs from under-resourced communities with the resources to strengthen and scale those businesses and contribute to prosperity of society. The foundation will collaborate with organizations that can help build a deeper data-led understanding where the challenges are greatest, what existing efforts could be amplified, and how the foundation can make new and distinctive contributions in its mission to diversify entrepreneurship and empower investors. Criteria and consideration. Driven by NASDAQ's purpose to advance economic progress for all, the NASDAQ Foundation works with organizations to promote and support under-resourced communities by re-imaging investor engagement and equipping communities with the financial knowledge needed to support in the wealth that markets create. The quarterly grant program allows us to move nimbly to fund and help scale programs that align with the foundation's mission. Sales capacity and expertise. Does the organization have the capacity and expertise to successfully leverage NASDAQ Foundation funding? Models and track record. What is the organization's governance and financial model? Track record in the community and leadership team expertise. Intended impact. What is your intended impact with the NASDAQ Foundation funds? Will the project have influence and repercussions elsewhere in the community? If it is successful, could it be duplicated elsewhere or scaled to serve more people? So you can submit a proposal right here. How does the NASDAQ Foundation determine eligibility? The NASDAQ Foundation will accept grant requests from organizations designated as tax exempt according to 501c3 of Internal Revenue Service Code. A for-profit business or consulting acting on behalf of a qualified tax exempt entity or through a fiscal sponsor that is tax exempt. Please note that if this grant is awarded, a representative of the tax exempt entity must sign the grant agreement. The grant will be paid to the tax exempt entity. All right, we're going to go to the portal. And again, you'll have to create an account or log into your account to be able to submit a proposal. Most of the time, nonprofit grants are going to require some type of account for some reason, not all. This next grant opportunity is going to be the Grow More Goods grant. The reward amount for this grant is $1,500. This is going to be open to nonprofits, and the deadline for this grant is January 31st, 2025. All right, to get to this grant, you're going to go to kidsguardian.org/grant opportunities. Grow More Good Grassroots Grant 25. Once we're here, it says the Grow More Good Grassroots Grant, brought to you by the Scott's Miracle Grow Foundation and Kids Gardening, is designed to bring the life-enhancing benefits of gardens to communities across the United States. In 2025, 170 programs will receive $500 to $1,500 in funding. The 2025 Grow More Goods Grassroots Grant, brought to you by the Scott's Miracle Grow Foundation and Kids Gardening, is designed to bring the life-enhancing benefits of gardens to communities across the United States. The grassroots grants support the Scott's Miracle Grow Company's commitment to grow more good by bringing the life-enhancing benefits of gardens and green spaces to children across the country. In 2025, 170 programs will receive funding to start and expand their youth garden or green space. A total of $100,000 will be awarded. Eligibility: any nonprofit organization, school district, university, government entity, or tax-exempt organizations such as religious organization and tribal governments in the United States and U.S. territories serving at least 15 youth is eligible to apply. Applicants must be planning to use the funds to install new or improve existing youth gardens or green spaces. Applicants must provide proof of 501c3 status or qualify as tax exempt. If your organization has not received 501c3 or tax exempt status, you may apply for Grow More Good grassroots grants by partnering with a fiscal sponsor who has achieved the status. Organizations must support work with a majority of individuals that are under-resourced, have 15 or more youth participants in the garden program, have received less than $10,000 in grants for a garden program during 2023 and 2024 combined. Funding priorities: social, economic, and social demographic factors, program funding and support, and impact. These are going to be the rewards they'll be giving out. We're going to go to apply now. And this will be the start of the application. You can choose Spanish or English. This last grant is going to be the ARPA Small Business Grant. The reward amount for this grant is between $5,000 to $10,000. This is going to be open to Richmond, California small businesses. And the deadline for this grant is going to be January 20th, 2025. All right, to get to this last grant, you're going to go to ci.richmond.ca.us. 4736 ARPA Small Business Support Program. And once we're here, it says existing grant opportunity for Richmond entrepreneurs. Are you a small business owner in Richmond impacted by COVID-19? The City of Richmond's ARPA Business Support Grant Program, administered by the Renaissance Center, is here to help. Grants ranging from $5,000 to $10,000 are available to support your business's stability, capacity building, and growth. Grant awards: $5,000 for solopreneurs, up to $7,500 for business with 2 to 5 employees, up to $10,000 for business with more than 5 employees. Eligibility: experience negative impacts from COVID-19. Primary business address is in Richmond. Annual gross revenue under $1 million, established on or before March 13, 2020. Ineligible businesses: gas stations, franchises, smoke shops, churches, and nonprofit organizations. Grant program requirements: grant recipients must complete at least 4 hours of free business consultation or workshops provided by the Renaissance Center to receive funds. Okay, you can go here to do that. Program goals and priorities: businesses that did not receive PPP or other federal assistance, businesses in areas ranked in the bottom two, businesses significantly impacted by COVID-19, motivated business owners dedicated to using the funds to stabilize and grow their operations. We're going to go back up and we're going to go to the application link. This is the application. So the first thing you'll do is put your email address in. All right, those are going to be the 4 new grants that you can apply for this week. If you have any questions or concerns, make sure you comment them down below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give me a like. And for more, make sure you subscribe.